Good afternoon, YouTube gang. It's Mellow DFS coming to you live and direct. Here to give you my favorite plays for today's 9-game main slate. Today is the 21st of February. Hope everybody's having an amazing Friday. Start their weekend to cash. If you like the video, please subscribe if you're new or supporting the channel. I appreciate the love. Press that bell icon so you always stay notified for new videos. Let's jump right into it, y'all. Going with the point guard slot for today. Going to look into Kyle Lowry, y'all, in a great play against Phoenix. 7,400 on FanDuel, 77 on DraftKings. Still a great play. Here is a 37.2 projected play, but got a great pace in game as well. 100.3 to Phoenix 101.6. Just a great slot overall, as he's been doing well against them, y'all, so definitely check it out. Has a great floor. He had 41, 39 in the last 2 games against Phoenix. He's been crushing it lately. He had 37, 43, 53 in the last 3 games. Definitely a great spot to target because we have Marc Gasol still out. He still get a bump in usage, so this is one of those guys with his price tag that could give you that 40 plus here in this play for today. Another guy you can also look into will be Ish Smith. He's cheap, 4,900 on FanDuel, 48 on DraftKings. Going against Cleveland with 236.5 implied total here. Had that 35 last game against Cleveland. He had 22, 36 in the last 2 games. Another good spot here. He can give you that 30 fantasy point game. So somebody you can look into for some savings in your play, because as you know, Cleveland is the worst team against opposing point guards. So definitely somebody you target here with the fast-paced game as well. So as you can see, Washington's 102.7, but Cleveland is 98.8. So something you want to look into and consider, especially going against this horrible team and point guards. So let's go to our next spot, into shooting guards. All right, we got to still look into the news, especially with Indiana, where TJ Warren is out, because going down, seeing that Oladipo is too cheap, y'all. He's 4,600 on FanDuel. Now on DraftKings, they know what the price I'm at. DraftKings, they got him at 6,400, which is reasonable. He's looking to get around those type of numbers, especially for that value play. But FanDuel forgot about him at 4,600, so it's too cheap, especially if TJ Warren is out, because Oladipo is out of minutes restriction, which just skyrockets his value here. So something you want to look into, especially on FanDuel, is Oladipo, as he's been balling against them, especially against New York, y'all. He had a 31-57 in the 3 games he played against New York, but his previous history, he got potential upside with this price tag at 4,600 on FanDuel, which is too cheap. Now going back to other plays, with Boston, knowing that Kemba Walker's out, definitely still helps out Marcus Smart here at 5,400 on FanDuel. He is 59 on DraftKings with 226.5 implied total against Minnesota, and he has a great floor, going against Minnesota. And he averages around 23 fantasy points, but he had a 49 last game. He has a great bump in usage without Kemba Walker. We all know how he is without Kemba in the mix. So it's a great play for him to target. It's a 29.3 projection play with a 5.4 value spot here. And it's a great play overall. But another guy you can also look into is Jordan Clarkson, especially without Mike Conley. He's been doing work without him in the past 2 games. I think it was about 3 games. He had 31, 44, 46 in the 44, 40 in the last 3 games without Conley. And knowing he's out again is another potential game. As you know, he had 27 and 34 in the last 2 against San Antonio. So at this price tag is another great play that will be low owned, because a lot of people are going to be targeting Marcus Smart, but it's still a great play for Clarkson as he gets a bump in usage. He just has the ball more often. So somebody you want to consider as well at a cheaper play. Of course, you got CJ McCollum, especially without Dame out in the mix. He's out. He's gonna be out a few games, so with that growing injury. So CJ McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, those guys get a bump in usage. So his price tag is still reasonable, especially on DraftKings. You're looking at 6,600 on DraftKings with 238.5 implied total. So a lot of points to go around here. So Portland game is a great game to definitely target here in your lines for today. So CJ McCollum, great spot here. He did have a 42 as his ceiling play against New Orleans, so somebody to consider, especially at this price tag, still in the 6K range. CJ McCollum. All right, let's look to our next spot at small forwards. Right now, going to small forwards, I still like Gordon Hayward here. 7K on both platforms. Great play. Like I said, without Kemba Walker is a good spot here. All right. Still, he had great upside against them. You know, he had 42, 57, 52 in the last 3 games against Minnesota. Minnesota's a garbage squad, so great play. Definitely target in your lines for today. Great pace for Boston as they get a bumping and positive pace in this play at 99.3 to Minnesota's 103.7. So great spot for Gordon Hayward to get some upside at this price tag at only 7K on both platforms. So if somebody want to consider here, of course you can look into Carmelo Anthony. Now looking at him on FanDuel, 4,900 is absurd. 49, yeah, he is inconsistent, but at this price tag, knowing the upside, he gets a bumping usage. You're gonna need him in, you know, facilitating the offense. You know, he's gonna do well. I think this is a great spot for him, especially at this price tag at 4,900, y'all. And on DraftKings, still a great play. He had a 38 last time. He had 22-38 against New Orleans. So somebody definitely consider out Dame in the mix. He already has enough usage on the court already, so it's a good spot for him to definitely target in your lines as he's averaging 20, 29, 25 in the last 3. So the bumping usage about Dame will be there. It should be about like 27-28%. So it's up there. Great spot for him at this price tag. All right, now let's look to the next spot at power forwards. All right, now go to the power forwards. We got Anthony Davis, still a great play, y'all. Great pace as well. You already know how Memphis, they play fast. He will be playing today, y'all. He is the AKA game time decision. That should be his nickname, AKA GTD. That should be his nickname instead of 80. But anyways, 100.4 in pace to Memphis 102.8. So great pace, and he gets great upside, especially this price tag at 10,600 on FanDuel, but still too cheap on DraftKings. They have him priced out pretty good, man. 9,900 on DraftKings is too cheap. I'll take him here. Knowing the upside here, he had 52.73, 52.69. Great upside here for AD in this spot here. Now Zion Wilson's still in a good spot here. I feel like 75 is value play. It's a value play in my opinion, knowing that Brandon Ingram's back. You know, he had a 50 fantasy point game against Portland last time around, but Ingram was out. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of usage going around with this team when everyone's healthy. So knowing that Ingram is back in the mix, if he's out, he should be playing today. So if he is playing, I will definitely not be. I'll more likely be fading on Zion, knowing his upside is not there when everyone's healthy. So keep that in mind. If he's playing, I'm not playing Zion. But if Ingram is out, sign me up with Zion. All right. So great spot for him. Another guy you can look into is Serge Ibaka here without Marc Gasol in the mix. Going against Phoenix is a great pace, great price tag. He has a great floor against Phoenix. He had 31 twice, 41, 40 in the last 4 games against Phoenix. With this price tag, 65 on DraftKings, 66 on FanDuel. Sign me up. Great play. He can give you that bumping usage. He'll give you that bump in the upside. Sorry about that, but it's a great play. He had 46 last game as well, and it's a great pace overall for Toronto here. Let's see if there's any more savings I could look into. So far, I don't really see much. All right, let's look to our last play at center because there's a lot of questionables here. All right, you want to go up, you could go to Hassan Whiteside at his price tag, 85 on FanDuel, but he is 92 on DraftKings. Like I said, with this implied total, is one of those games. It's going to be high on, but it's one of those games going to be chalky. So, but he's in a great play against New Orleans, so it's a great spot for him. But with this price tag, you know, he hasn't had much upside here. He only had a 45 as a ceiling play against New Orleans in the last 5 games against them. So something you could consider, but looking at that savings more so for the center spot for today. Another guy I'm definitely like is Wagner. All right, knowing that Thomas Bryant and Mahimi is questionable. If they're out, this guy gets a crazy bump in usage. He has a potential at this price tag at 4,044 on DraftKings. So it's one of those plays where he will definitely be low owned if you're not paying attention. So we gotta look into that injury update with the Wizards in this play, because going against Cleveland is an easy spot here, especially against their defense. They're 29th, one of the bottom tier guys in defense. So something I like to consider there. Let's see if we form some more upside. We got Nikola Vucevic here, 96, but he is 80. Was he? Let's see. It was 88 on DraftKings. So it's one of those plays. It's more of a safe floor play for me. It's a slow game, man. It's gonna be a slow pacing game, but you see he has much upside. You know, with this price tag, he needs that 40, 45. But as you can see, he give you that 47, 54 in the last 2 games against Dallas. So those are the plays I'm looking at so far for today, y'all. Of course, if any updates and injuries, any value open up, I will have it in my Twitter, and I will have it in the same post. So definitely check that out. Please have your notifications on, because when I post, you'll get that notification if anything changes, y'all. So like the plays, give a thumbs up. Any questions or concerns with your lines, definitely comment below using Draft Dashboard tools in the link in my description. If you want access to my player pool to make quality lineups, check out my link in the description. You have access to the NBA cheat sheet to give you best plays of the slate without doing research, your sleepers and your studs. You have your player trends, let you know who's hot right now, y'all. Also, click on your watch players, access to your player pool, and you'll see my plays up top. Click on watch Mel's DFS picks for either DraftKings or FanDuel. And also, we have XFL available for you as well. So those people that want to play XFL, you have access to that. And you have NHL. I have my video already, so definitely check out my video section if you want NHL. So love y'all, man. Y'all have an amazing day. Y'all also collect that bag. All right, it's Mel DFS, and y'all stay blessed. You have an amazing weekend. I'll see y'all in the next video.